Tonight, the state of Texas one step closer to withholding state dollars from its so-called sanctuary cities. After a bill cleared the state Senate, it now heads to the House. More than 1.8 million illegal immigrants live in the Lone Star State. That's second only to the winner is the state of California. Joining me now, Congressman Babin of Texas. Congressman, great to have you with us. Let's start with first of all, the sanctuary cities. This president, as you know, wants it stopped. Governor Greg Abbott wants it stopped in the state of Texas. Are we going to see it finally get done?
I think we will see that, Lou. Good to be with you tonight, by the way.
Great to see you.
Great to be up here in New York City. Nasty weather and all.
We've had a little of that.
But, yeah, I think this is a very, very important step. I really take my hat off to our governor, Greg Abbott, and to our colleagues there in the state Senate in Texas.
You bet.
So I'm proud of them, and this is something that really needs to be done.
Yet Houston and Dallas both started talking about my home is your home if you're illegal, the undocumented, as they prefer. I mean, we're going to watch quite a collision in the state of Texas, which would have been unthinkable, I believe, even 5 years ago.
Right. Well, that just shows you how far we have shifted to the left nationally because of 8 years of Barack Obama. And now they've shifted the goalposts of the whole debate. So this is where we are.
6 in 10 illegal immigrants live in 20 metropolitan cities, as cities are wont to be, metropolitan areas, including 3 of them, as you see there in the great state of Texas. That is the bulk of the problem right now, and in the number of counties and cities and states wanting to be sanctuaries in direct violation of federal law, it seems inconceivable, except that perhaps after 8 years of Barack Obama, they think they can get away with it, and 8 years before that of another Texan, George W. Bush, that they can get away. That's 16 years in which immigration law and national security hasn't been enforced at the border.
Lou, this is exactly what these executive orders of our new president would do. They would start making us enforce immigration law, try to bring in local governments to help the federal government enforce this immigration law, to establish the rule of law at the border, as well as in what we call interior enforcement, get rid of catch and release, eliminate these sanctuary cities. You know, there are some dead American citizens tonight because we don't enforce that law. Because of the sanctuary cities. Kate Stanley comes to mind.
Sure.
Right off the bat. What a tragedy. And then we have our...
But, you know, we've got more Americans dead than that. Our inner cities are rife with illegal drugs. We're permitting the destruction of generation after generation of young Americans, primarily, who get hooked on these drugs. We hear a lot of lip service about the war on drugs. We hear, you know, so-called professionals scoff at the very idea that you could actually interdict drugs and stop their crossing the Texas, Arizona borders, California borders. That border with Mexico that's where the majority of meth, amphetamines, marijuana, cocaine, and heroin cross.
Not to mention the human trafficking.
Yeah, not to mention, that's why, exactly.
Right.
So if there isn't enough motivation in this country to do the right thing and follow our president and his lead on this, I just can't imagine what it would take. Because there's got to be an explanation. Either everybody is corrupt on both sides of that damn border, or they don't give a damn about human life or this country.
We have to be a nation of laws. We must start enforcing the law. We've got to. What more important duty do we have as elected officials than keeping our citizens safe?
And the cartels that run a good part of Mexico, government after government in Mexico City hasn't been able to contend with them. No. They now have infiltrated the United States. We've got over 1 million gang members in this country. MS-13, the drug cartels themselves, are behind nearly all of the violence in this country and all of the murders. Drug violence is just overwhelming the country. And the President Trump became the first president to sign an executive order to create a task force to fight the drug cartels in this country.
I support this president 100% on what he's doing. And I think we as Republicans and we as Americans need to rally around this president. We've seen, quite frankly, a rogue Ninth Circuit court that overrules him, and now we must go on further. It's going to be a further delay, and I fear that America is going to be much less safe because of this, because of these programs.
We can just hope that no one gets killed in this as a result of what the Ninth Circuit Court has done in clear violation of the correct interpretation of the Constitution. And congratulations to you, as you, I know, are patiently pushing your legislation through to control refugee and vetting in this country.
Plus deport criminal aliens.
Yes, which would be a novelty in the country after the past 8 years.
Right.
Congressman, great to see you. We thank you so much.
Always good to be with you, Lou. Thank you.
Congressman Babin, thank you very much.